It's time for Ryan's Roses. Now, Patty's going to have this baby soon, and Patty does a phenomenal job. Kudos to Patty for all the many Roses calls that she's made. She's just seamless at it, and somehow she draws things out of people. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
But Patty's going to have this baby.
Totally.
And Patty may have the baby now. She may have the baby tomorrow. We just need to be prepared for when she has the baby.
So what are we going to do?
So who's going to make the Ryan's Roses calls? I think it's you.
Me?
I think it's you.
Me?
Sissany, you should make the calls. You should change your name every time.
Okay.
And we might even make it not roses every time. It may be chocolates or milk and cookies. I don't know.
Oh, but do you want it to be roses right
now?
Am I doing it today?
Yes.
Wait, like I'm doing it right now?
Yep, right now. I'm going to set it up. So
my heart is pounding. Okay.
We're going to dial it up, all right? And you say, hi. What name do you want?
I think I'm going to be Layla.
That's a great name.
Okay.
All right, let me read the email, and you just think about what you're going to do here.
Okay,
You've done this.
I got this.
It says, Dear Ryan, I'm 6 months pregnant with our first baby. My boyfriend has been very distant, and I can't get to him. I feel very alone. He does not seem to care. He is not home. He's on his phone all the time and does not care about anything. He seems very disconnected, obviously. I've asked him if there's another girl, and all he says is, what are you talking about? So 6 months in, this is supposed to be a joyous time. It's the final trimester. In the last 3 months.
It's like, where is he
and
at?
He needs to be there the most. You got to show up the most right now, okay? But he's not. So why was he scared? Is he afraid? Or is there something else going on? Let me grab Marissa. Marissa, how are you, Marissa?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Doing okay. Thank you. Congrats on the baby, first of all.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm 6 months pregnant.
And this is your first. I mean, this should be a really exciting time for you and your boyfriend. And his disconnect is just peculiar.
It is really strange. I'm kind of lost. That's why I'm coming to you. He's just been so distant lately, you know.
Was the baby an accident?
No. Well, yes, but when I told him I was pregnant, he was so excited.
So he was supportive from the beginning, and now he's pulled away. All right. And your hunch is there's maybe somebody else drawing his interest in.
I really think so.
Have you guys talked about the future though? Like, do you want to get married afterwards, or?
We've talked about it. It's just we haven't talked about it recently in the past 4 months or so. You know, he'll come home late and not really say anything to me. I'll cook him dinner, his favorite food. He'll just pretend like he already ate or doesn't care.
All right. So Marissa, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
All right, we're going to call him. Sisney's going to offer him some roses. We want to find out who he sends them to.
Okay.
But we also want to find out what he puts on the card. So beware that we just want to lay out until I jump in and get as much information as possible, okay?
Okay.
Good luck, Marissa.
Thank you.
Good luck, sis.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, can I speak to Alex, please?
Yeah, this is Alex.
Hi, Alex. My name is Layla from Bloom Flowers. How are you doing this morning?
Working. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm actually calling because I wanted to let you know that you're going to receive a free dozen roses. I'm doing a promotion for my new flower shop, and I just, I'm trying to get my name out there, and I'm just offering free roses to some people. So, do you have anybody that you would like to send them to?
Okay.
They're absolutely free. Honestly, all I need is the name of the person you want to send them to and a quick note. And they'll get them today.
Well, I don't really know how you got my number, but it doesn't matter. I don't really.
You
might have anybody to send it to, so it's cool. You don't have to. You can call someone else.
No. I mean, you don't want to send them to anybody. Maybe you have a girlfriend.
Really I don't have anybody that I want to send it to.
What about your girlfriend or
No. Nobody. Well, I appreciate it. I really do.
Okay.
Hey, Alex, it's Ryan Seacrest and Sisney. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. And I've got your girlfriend, Marissa, who's telling me that she's pregnant with your first child, 6 months pregnant, on the line. So why wouldn't you send the flowers to her?
Alex, listen, I did this because I want to know what's going on. You've been you're so distant from me, and I don't know what to do.
You don't need to do this on the phone like this. This is like our private stuff,
Well, I ask you, and you just pretend pretend like, you flip it on me. Like, I'm here, aren't I? And it's really hurtful. I don't know what to think at this point.
Alex, do you want out of this relationship?
No, I just.
So your
I'm a
girlfriend
little
tells us that you're not engaged, that you were engaged at the beginning of the pregnancy, and now you're disconnected. And she thinks that somebody's occupying your time. Is there another woman, Alex?
No, there's no other woman. I don't understand. Like,
Well, Marissa, tell him what your concern is, that he's not involved, he's not engaged, he's pulling away, he's feeling distant, disconnected.
Like, you won't even talk to me about baby names. I've had to make the nursery myself. Like, I don't know what to think. What do you want? What is it that you're not getting? Just tell me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this has been like inside me for like a while now, but I've been hearing from people that like the baby isn't even mine.
Oh.
So.
From who? What are
Yeah,
you talking about?
So like I've been hearing that from people, and I know that you and Jose hooked up, so that might be
my
his.
God.
That kid might be his, and if that's true, then I don't know if I want to be with you.
Marissa, is it true that you were
Alex.
hooking up with another guy while you were with Alex?
No, how could you say that? I don't even know who's telling you this.
Well, who's Jose?
Who's telling you this?
Yeah, who's Jose?
Jose is my
She knows
ex.
who Jose
So
is.
did you go back to your ex while you were with Alex, Marissa? And was it within this time period?
No, this is not how it happened. This was a long time ago.
But is it possible?
I'm 6 months pregnant.
Right. Is
How
it
could
possible?
you-
Had you seen
No.
Jose 6 months ago?
No,
Well, then why is Alex being told you have?
I do not know. Who is telling you this?
You know who told me this.
Who?
You know who told me this.
Tell us.
I don't
can't
know
say
who's
this,
telling
but
you this.
You're playing me. You know that? You're playing me like a fool.
I am not playing you.
And that's why. Because it's not mine, and if you're pretending like it is, that's...
Well, hold on. It's
Blame
not
me.
yours or it's possible. Marissa, you're the only one that can clear this up. Is it possible that it's not Alex's baby? Did you see Jose in the last 6 or 7 months?
I honestly, I don't
You
remember.
can't even answer.
Well, that's a
you.
yes. I mean, that to me, if I'm
Wow.
Alex, it's possible that it's not my baby.
I don't think it is Jose's. I don't think it is.
See, you're playing me. I know you. I know what you're trying to do.
No,
You can go
I'm
figure
not
shit out
playing
today,
you.
you know?
We've talked about this. You wanted a baby, and we made it really clear that it was going to be ours.
That it was going to be, or
Are
it
you
is
there?
yours?
Well, it has not born yet.
I know, but so are you sure that it's Alex's?
Listen, I don't want to get frustrated because this is a sensitive situation. But Marissa, did you hook up with Jose? Is it within 1% possible that it's Jose's baby?
I haven't seen Jose for quite a few months.
But quite a few months.
months.
But to
Hello.
me, you're not sounding
I don't
clear.
even know who you've been with. I don't even know who you've been with. So this is.
I have to
This
be
is
honest with
something
you.
you and I have already talked about.
But Alex has a point, and I have to be honest with you, Marissa. Your hesitation and your lack of being clear makes me wonder myself. If I'm Alex, how do I know for sure?
Well, Alex and I have already talked about this.
Okay,
Okay.
Okay? He knows that I've been with Jose,
So-
but it hasn't been recently. That's why we agreed that it was going to be Alex's child, because I haven't seen Jose in almost a year.
wait. Am I understanding how pregnancy works or not?
I don't know.
If it were a year, it's impossible. If it were,
Even 7 months, it could still be possible. Because sometimes you're pregnant and you
but
even know
Marissa,
for the
you
first
sound
month or
like
so.
you have been with Jose within the window, or and because you just said we decided it would be
That's right.
Alex's
He's
baby
confused.
regardless. I'm confused. All right, hey, both of you, hang on for 1 second. So, Susan, help me out. So she gets pregnant 6 months ago. She's 6 months pregnant. Mm-hmm. If it were a year ago, it'd be impossible. But her lack of just being clear makes me think that she was. And the fact that they've talked about this before, and she just said they agreed that it'd be Alex's baby regardless.
Yeah. If she's 6 months pregnant, then I mean, she could have found out that she was pregnant around 2 months, which means that's only 4 months ago.
Patty, can you make some sense of this? I mean, you're about to have a baby.
She would have had been with Jose between 7-8 months ago.
So I think this is I think it sounds possible to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
She said
need to
when
get a
she said
paternity test.
year,
So can they get a paternity test to find out for sure?
Yeah.
not right now.
No, it's too late?
She has to wait till after the baby's born.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
That's how, okay, so.
This is like an episode of Jerry
You should see
Springer.
all the guys in here like, is that how that works?
I know.
all
You can't do-
the engineers in the studio just came out from like under the
But
counters.
wait a minute. You can't do a DNA test when the baby's in you?
I don't know, but
I thought
Tubbs
you
just
could.
spun his stool around.
Is it your baby, Tubbs?
all right. It's time for Ryan's Roses. Here we go. This is a public service. Now, if you think something's going on in your relationship and you can't get to the bottom of it, send us the note. We'll see if you want to go on the air. Sarah in Glendora writes to us this. Dear Ryan, my husband has had a number saved on his phone contacts as telemarketer. When I saw it, I asked him and he explained it was a telemarketer who calls. So he saved it so he knows not to pick up. So the other day I saw he texted the telemarketer.
Oh.
I went in and checked. It just said, I loved it, nothing else. But I looked at the number under the contact, so you can go into the thing and hit I and get
yes.
information, right? And it wasn't, and then pictures that you have stored come up at the bottom. Be careful.
I know.
If that person that sent you pictures, they're all there if you hit I at the bottom.
If you need to be careful about something. But
People
yes.
send pictures that they're not bad. They just, all of a sudden, if you see it, you go, whoa. Anyway, but I looked at the number under the contact, and it wasn't a toll-free number. It was a local 626.
Interesting.
So it gets weirder and weirder. I went into the
right.
call log, and I saw a couple of phone calls to the telemarketer number. This telemarketer, in quotes, thing originally happened over a year ago, but I think something's going on. Okay, so
Wow.
that's weird. Sarah.
Hi.
Hi, thanks for coming on with us. So telemarketer at the surface, fine, but then you don't reach out to a telemarketer. Then you get into the contacts and you see that he says, I loved it. Any other text that you could figure out to connect the dots of why he's saying I loved it to the telemarketer?
No, that was the only text in the whole conversation. So I think the other ones must have been deleted.
And how long have you been with your husband?
We've been married for 8 years.
And do you have kids?
Yeah, we have 2 young kids.
Okay. This is really, I mean, it's not good, right? Because he's clearly doing something behind your back. The question is, who is it and what's he doing? How far is he taking it, right?
Right.
What when you looked at the call log, how many calls, what's the volume of calls coming in and out with this number?
I mean, there weren't very many, but some were outgoing, and so it was only a handful. I scrolled like pretty far, and it was only a handful, but you don't call. Like, why would you call a telemarketer?
Yeah.
And why would you text loved it?
Exactly.
All right. We're going to get Sarah here and then call her husband and offer him some roses. Sarah, we want to find out who he sends the roses to and then what he puts on the cart. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call my husband.
What's his name?
On
On Kiss FM?
Kiss FM.
Okay, be very quiet. Let's see what we can find out on the card here and who he sends them to.
Okay.
Okay, sis. Here we go, dialing.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak to John?
this is John.
Hi, John. My name is Lucy. I'm calling from Luxurious Flowers. How are you doing this morning?
I'm well.
Hey, I wanted to see if you just had a few minutes. I'm calling because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses this morning. And you can send them to anybody that you want today. I don't need any billing information from you. These are totally free.
I'm sorry, why am I winning these roses?
Well, you just got, I'm opening my new business and I'm trying to kind of promote myself, and you've just been randomly selected today. In the past 6 months, you may have, made a purchase online and you clicked a little button that says you wanted to receive promotional offers from other vendors and things like that. And so I'm just promoting my new flower business, and you can receive a free dozen roses today and send them to anybody that you want.
Okay. I mean, if there's no catch, then...
No catch. I mean, I just ask that, if you love the flowers or whoever you send them to loves them, just promote, let them know where they came from. Luxurious Flowers.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. So, okay, great. So who would you like to send them to?
Could you send it to Kate?
Kate. And is that with a K or a
Yeah,
C?
Kate.
Kate. Okay. And then you can also put like a little short note, like a sentence or something. Anything you want to say to Kate?
Yeah. How about for you, for everything?
For you, for everything.
John, it's Ryan Seacrest and Sissany and your wife on the line, Sarah. I need you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio. Does Kate live in the 626? Does she have a 626 number? Who's Kate, John?
I just want to be clear, like what's going on.
All right,
right
let me
now.
make sure you understand. So your voice, everything we were saying is being heard on the radio now. Okay, I need you to understand that. So I've told you that. Now your wife is on the other line. She has written us a note telling us that she thinks you're having an affair with someone in the 626, labeled in your contacts as telemarketer. Now you've sent the flowers to a woman named Kate with a note that says "for you, for everything," and the question she has. Well, Sarah, you asked the question.
Who is Kate?
That I don't know why we had to do it this way.
I had to know. I don't know why you're texting a telemarketer your phone, and I thought I was crazy for thinking that there's a possibility you could be cheating, and you were.
So, John, what's the story, bud?
The story is things haven't been good, and I have been.
So you're having an affair with this other woman named Kate, the telemarketer.
Yeah.
That's a yes. Is that yes?
That's yes.
How long has it been going on, John?
About a year.
And when were you planning on revealing this to your wife?
I don't know. I wasn't even thinking of office. I wasn't thinking of revealing it.
Oh, so you're just going to go about the rest of your life cheating on your wife?
I mean, it's time. You know what? I was honest. I was thinking it was time to really face the music. And
Well, you said things aren't good. What's wrong? What's the breakdown in your relationship, John?
it's been 8 years, and it just hasn't felt right. And their problems, their issues. It's just not.
Sarah, did you feel like there have been problems and issues? Do you understand what John's saying?
No, I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about. We have a great family. Our kids. Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
I love the kids. It's not about the kids. It's just, you can still have that. That can still be great. And what we have, you and me, Sarah, is just not the same as what it was before. It's just not.
Well, an 8-year marriage isn't a honeymoon. Like, you go through challenges together and you work through them. You don't cheat on the other person.
Look, we can talk about this. And
You should have talked about it a year ago.
I just want to ask one more question before we let you both go. And Sarah, I'm sorry that you're hearing this news. Kate, what is Kate's expectation of your relationship with her?
She knows that it's there's nothing more there. It's not about.
She knows that you're married with kids of 8 years.
Yes.
And she knows about Sarah, and she's fine with it.
I mean, she's not fine that I'm in this situation where I feel like.
But she understands. She knows that you're married to Sarah.
Yeah.
And does she expect you to leave, Sarah?
No.
Okay, Sarah, we're going to put both of you on hold. Actually, John, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go, John. Your wife is going to be in touch with you, I'm sure, momentarily. Sarah, we're going to let you go too. I'm sorry they had to find out this way, but at least now, the unknowing is gone. Yeah. And I think you should address this with him together in person.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sarah.
Good luck, baby. Thank you for calling us.
Thanks, guys.